The people that tip the best, I believe, are usually service industry people.
I don't like to put anybody in a category, but I think the ones with the least amount of money who have been saving up or who can appreciate it really tip good.
The people that have jobs themselves where they get tipped, waiters and stuff like that, bartenders, because they get it. Then they understand that they appreciate the work. They won't be shy. You get that $100 tip, and it's like, dude, that's cool. Thank you. I also believe you return the favor, because I'll go out that night and throw my bartender, $40 or something if they do well. It's just something you got to kind of keep in the universe, and it'll keep coming back to you.
I didn't take tips for a long time. I was raised in Europe, and there's no tipping over there, so I always tried to discourage people from tipping me. I had other sources of income, and I didn't want to take more than I was asking for, so I didn't take tips for a long time.
Yeah, bartenders, it's fucking barbers, waitresses and waiters, those type of people are usually the ones that are super cool, and they're just boom. Oh, and tattooers. Tattooers are the best clients, because those motherfuckers know they have to tip, and if they don't, then they're lame.
In the UK, it's not really such a thing to tip anywhere. The price is kind of the price. I don't know a lot of studios that get a lot of tips. No.
So that means the answer would be Americans are the best tippers.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, America's probably the best tippers.
People who work in the service industry. Absolutely. Anybody who works in the service industry understands. And as a tattooer, I understand that we charge more and tend to make more hourly than a lot of other people in the service industry, so most of us are also great tippers. We went out last night and made this guy's night with a $100 bill tip. Marry whatever you celebrate, dude. Have a good night. But anybody who works in the service industry generally should be a really good tipper. They understand the theory of tipping. I've also tipped a tattooer who comes from a culture where tipping is not acceptable, and they looked at me kind of like I was insulting them. So it's also very important to understand tipping is largely an American cultural thing, and not necessarily just randomly tip people without understanding their culture.
I think the Americans are the best tippers. So that's incredible. This doesn't happen in Germany at all. So in Germany, sometimes you get a tip, or you get some sweets, or a chocolate bar, or that's it.
I wouldn't necessarily say it's the ones with all the money. I would say it's the ones that truly appreciate the gift of art that I'm putting on their body, and appreciate that it's coming from me. The clients that truly appreciate the art and not just wanting to have tattoos just to look cool or anything like that. They want to have tattoos because it signifies so much meaning in their life.
I think the people who give tips in my shop are those who are connected to an art scene, who really knows and appreciate the job I was doing. So, yeah.
I don't think it has to do with rich or poor or any of that. I think it has to do with kind of what the person's getting tattooed and more what it means to them. You'll get guys that save up, a long time for these tattoos, and they'll give you a great tip, and then they don't have a lot of money. And then other people that can afford just to go in and get one because they want to, they don't really necessarily have the respect for it.
Best tippers are the ones who appreciate a job well done. I had a guy yesterday that came in, or not yesterday, the day before, and I've been working on him or whatever, and he wanted to buy one of my hats and wanted a t-shirt, and I brought him back in and I just gave him to him. He was like, why? And I was like, man, we've done a lot of work, man. You deserve this. Boom, 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 boom. And on top of it, he tipped me fat. He literally paid for the merchandise that I had just given him. And that really shows the appreciation. And I guess the best tippers are the ones that really appreciate what it is you're doing and what you try to give them. So that's about it. But I thank them. Thank you so much. That Japanese dinner was amazing.
Yeah, I get a ton of candy because I eat a ridiculous amount of gummy bears every day. So I always get candy as tips.
Some people know that I love fishing, so they bring me some stuff, but I think the Americans are well tippers.